Hey there, Raiders fans. Cassie Soto here of the Las Vegas Review-Journal, joined by Raiders alumni, former offensive lineman for the Silver and Black, Lincoln Kennedy. From 1996 to 2003, you were
Correct.
with the Raiders. Now they're rebranded. It's official to the Las Vegas Raiders. How crazy is that for you to hear?
Oh, it is crazy, Cassie. I mean, I've often come to Vegas growing up, and of course, when I was playing, spent many a times in a lot of those hotels over there. So, but now it's the fact that the team is here, and it's something near to my heart. I'm really excited about the future of the Raiders.
Well, what's really neat, we were just talking about it off camera. Once a Raider, always a Raider, and now you are involved in a pretty neat program that the Raiders are giving fans the opportunity to really cement, no pun intended, their legacy with the Raiders. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a Legacy Brick program, and we've got a few illustrations up here next to us that we'll talk about in detail more. But the fact is that you can imagine this, a tribute to whatever message you want to send, be it a sports fan or be it just something that you want to thank Dad for bringing you to the first game. The fact that now NFL is going to be part of the Las Vegas backyard and Las Vegas community. Imagine walking up to the northern entrance of Allegiant Stadium, looking down and seeing a brick that has your family name on it or in a message, and how that could sort of resonate with the fact that this feels so much more personable and so much more personal for us. So it's a great opportunity for people to be a part of the Allegiant Stadium, and more importantly, to understand that their dollars, the monies that we raise with the Raiders Foundation, go to the charitable arm of the Las Vegas Raiders, which includes community and school programs, national sports program, the Nevada sports programs. And you notice that when the tribute happened of changing the official name over to the Las Vegas Raiders, Mark Davis and the Raiders organization put up 6 figures to show that they were to be a part of active in Nevada community by helping alleviate some of that debt. So it's really a big statement.
Right, it was $500,000 to Nevada lunch debt. Incredible. Well, right outside the windows here is Allegiant Stadium, a beast of a stadium, really. Are you going to suit back up, try to get back in there? What are your thoughts on this stadium?
No, that's not going to happen, Cassie. That's not going to happen. This is a young man's game, and I'm perfectly willing to leave it to the young men. But I do hear something every time I pull up. I hear the Imperial March playing from the Star Wars theme, so I think that should play and resonate in everybody's head. I think if they could find a way to put it, a little zone, every time you turn on your phone, you hear dun, 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 give you that feeling that you're going into something that's magnanimous and beautiful.
Right, and just, have you been inside of it yet? What are your thoughts on this guy?
Well, I haven't been inside of it. They're still, still working hard, the construction crews, to get up. But as I look at it from the outside, it's absolutely beautiful. And I just saw one of my good friends, Tom Blanda, who's officially part of the stadium. I know he'll take me on a tour pretty soon, so it'll happen.
All right, well, back in '93, you were a first-round draft pick, NFL draft, coming here to Las Vegas. And if you haven't heard, draft picks will be taken via boat to the red carpet over the Bellagio fountains. How would you have felt about being on a boat, all suited up, getting ready to start your stuff?
Well, here's the thing. The draft has changed so much since when I got drafted. It really is a big event. And it's become a spectacle. And guys like to have their presence. And I know, Cassie, you've seen in the last couple of years, guys have, certain emblems and stuff like that ingrained in the inside of their suit and sewn in and stuff like that.
No socks on?
No socks. Yeah, exactly right. How about that? So, these young kids, the way they dress, I'm still out to lunch on that one. But for the most part, I think just having a presence of being in the City of Lights, being a part of that glamour and glitz is going to be something that everybody's going to want to do.
All right. Well, maybe a Super Bowl coming to Allegiant Stadium one day.
It'll be here. It'll be here.
You heard it there.
Mark my words.
Lincoln Kennedy betting on that. All right, well, as far as this year's Super Bowl, funny enough, your former teammate Tim Brown tweeted out earlier that seeing San Francisco and Kansas City in a Super Bowl is a Raiders' worst nightmare. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we don't generally have a dog in this hunt, whether it's a divisional rival or across the bay rival. We don't have it. But at the same point, the inner being of a true Raider fan probably doesn't want to see the team in red win. So you don't want to see Kansas City Chiefs win.
So you're betting on the Niners then?
I'm going Niners.
All right. And final question for you. Speaking of Super Bowl, a young man named John Gruden, who was your coach, then went to a team called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, yes, of course. Now back with the Raiders. What is that relationship like between you and former Raiders with him?
Gruden's always been the same when I was a player and he was a coach. Our relationship is still the same now. I lean on him because all of his years in the booth is what I'm trying to emulate and duplicate and stuff like that. So I'm very proud of him. I like the direction in which the Raiders are going. Mayock and him have done a great job last year's draft. Hopefully they could do that again this year's draft and add to the team's depth and really take this team up. They won more games this past season than they did the year before, so that's trending in the right direction.
All right, Lincoln. Well, thank you so much for taking some time.
Thanks for having me, Cassie.
All right, that was Lincoln Kennedy, former Raiders offensive lineman. Everything you need to know about the Raiders, VegasNation.com.